Saturday, we are taking our first trip to Yateley for their game against Romsey Town.
Welcome to the Clubhouse at Yateley United. Lovely bit of decking to sit out in this beautiful weather, enjoy a beer while watching the football. And as you go inside as well, good selection of beers on taps. Haven't gone for a Foster's today. Today's an Amstel. Craig's very proud of me for choosing something a bit different. We've got a nice menu to get some food from the kiosk in there as well. Lovely little setup in there, the trophy cabinet, and they've got the merchandise.
Modern, isn't it?
It's very modern, yeah, I like it actually. They've got the merchandise next to the trophy cabinet as well, so if you want a hat or a scarf or a pin badge, just to remember your day up at Sean Deveraux Park.
Could be tempted by a scarf.
I'm trying to push Craig into getting the scarf, so hopefully he'll buy one in a bit. Beer prices, not too expensive at all. Got a beer and a Coke for about £6, which I think is really reasonable, to be honest.
Clubhouse, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And there's a dartboard up in there as well. And I imagine at the end of the game, all the sets of fans and both teams will be in there for a bit of grub afterwards. Joined by Stuart Ives, the secretary at Yateley United FC. Tell us a little bit about Yateley United FC.
Yeah, very much a community club. We have teams right through from mini soccer, got 31 odd youth teams these days. 8 adult sides in our adult section, including our ladies team, vets team, our midweek Allied Counties youth side playing here under the lights, and then a large walk-in football section which is growing by the day. It's I think we've got 70 odd members in that now, which is fantastic. So very much a community club with a new facility, relatively new facility. The clubhouse has been open for 3 years now, and as I say, has enabled us to progress into Step 6 football a couple of years ago, and obviously just recently, this season, been moved across into Wessex League from combined counties the last couple of years. So. Yeah.
And as secretary, what does that role entail for the club?
Lots of stuff.
That's what most secretaries.
No, yeah, anything and everything really. But yeah, so the main thing is in terms of working with the rest of our committee and the team managements of all the teams to ensure that the liaisons with the leagues, liaisons with the management, making sure that the players and the management have got everything they need ultimately. And that obviously then behind the scenes that the facility and the club and infrastructure is all there for us to provide for our members, our supporters, and to grow it basically.
And just given that you're new to the Wessex League,
yeah.
Where your location is there any teams you're particularly looking forward to playing this season, or any trips?
Well, obviously it gives us 3 local derbies this year. Obviously the last couple of years in combined counties we've just had the one with Eversley, and so now we've obviously got Cove, Ash United and Frimley Green as three real local derbies for us in many respects. So, and then in the other extreme of things, we've got some plenty of journeys down to the south coast, which to be honest, we're fine with and we're looking forward to. You know, beats the M25 and everything else that we had to encounter there the last couple of years. So. One trip to the Isle of Wight, obviously, on the league side this year, and so yeah, no, we're looking forward to it.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
All right,
Thank you.
no problem.
Yeah, I had a charity game last Saturday. Can you tell us how you got your leg wound?
I slide tackled a 14-year-old girl.
Almost as bad as barging that kid out of the way for your second, but they all count. We saw it. But yeah, new territory for the Gold Diggers today. Very excited to be here, aren't we, in Yateley?
Yeah.
We got a bit spooked by the traffic, didn't we? So we left Livington about 11:45. It's probably about a 75-mile trip here, which is good. No traffic was there. We've had a nice little drive around the village, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe, yeah. Pleasant little place, isn't it? Grounds in a lovely location. First impressions?
Absolutely amazing. I love the clubhouse. Generally a very good clubhouse. You look at the pitch and how good it is. It's like that sort of fresh cut.
We thought it was a 4G from a distance because it looks
that's how good it is.
So good.
Yeah. It's a tidy little ground, isn't it?
Location, and yeah, friendly people so far. So yeah,
Apart
happy to be here. So Yateley, new team for the blog. Probably a lot of Wessex League teams don't know too much about them. So what have you got for us then, Matthew?
Well, they were 10th last season in Combined Counties Division 1. They scored 90 goals but conceded 89, so there's going to be goals involved. And obviously we've been filmed Romsey before, we know there's goals involved for them, so it's going to be quite an exciting game today. I'll probably jinx it as a 0-0 now. They've managed to keep hold of last season's top scorers, 2 of the 3. Ollie Burke got 19 and 20. I've not seen him in a squad list, so I'm not 100% sure he's still with the club or not. But Finley Scott and Charlie Wessel, who scored 15 and 13 goals respectively, are still part of the squad. So they've still got that firepower they clearly had last season. I don't know too much about the club, but they've done relatively well. A couple of promotions.
They scored the goal was a for and against, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty high, so
yeah,
they tend to score and concede most games, which makes for an interesting viewing. But Romsey, isn't it? You've had what's your favourite score of Romsey, I believe?
4-4.
So are we going for a third 4 in a row today? He's got his lucky 4-4 shirt on. But yeah, Romsey are a club we've covered a few times. They're one of your favourite grounds to go to, isn't it? I enjoy going there as well. Nice staff there, haven't they? Nice clubhouse.
They finished 16th last year. Andy, very disappointed. I heard him on the Wessex League show last week, and he said he was a bit disappointed
kind of lost
how the
their
season
way a bit,
finished. They've started well this year. That 4-1 win against Newport was very impressive, I think.
Yeah.
Brought in a few new players. Harry Edmondson and Brandon Hill have come in from Blackfield. Mindy was come in, and Adam Patterson, who was at Stoneham a couple of years back, but then with the Tottens here now. Their top scorer last season that they've kept for this year is Marshay Masinkowski with 14 goals, and he's going to be a big goal threat for them up front this season, I think.
Yeah, and I think they're looking to with new potential, aren't they? At this level, based on where they are, the size of the town, the facility they've got. But same as Yateley as well. Nice club here, so hopefully we're going to have a good game today, full of goals. And I haven't used up all the entertainment last night at Livington at Fawley, so yeah, fingers crossed.
So they said there's a thingy in the stand. One of those.
Hey, come on in! Let's go.
No missing that kick off. Just got 40 seconds.
The swamp next one goes out below.
Magic blows. Really wanted that to be a goal until they got
That's a great ball. And that's a great ball. Good save. Very good save.
Can't see that well, so I'm just pointing the camera where the goal is, basically. So at least if it does go in, we've got it.
Yeah. Go.
Offside?
Get Jimmy!
right, okay.
It was someone who headed it. Yateley 0, Romsey 3. Good first half performance by Romsey, isn't it? I think they've looked the team more likely to score most attacks. I think Yateley have had some good passages of play, but they haven't really created much in front of goal, have they?
I think that's a fair summary of the first half. I mean, some early warning signs. Harry Prisk and Brandon Hill being put through, and the goalkeeper Abdullah Hamdi has pulled off some good saves, but then they took the lead through Harry Edmondson. Did good tidy finish, good sort of flick on through ball, good tidy finish. But his second goal, what a hit!
Yeah,
what a hit!
Good hit. Yeah,
20 yards out, in off the crossbar. We did like it when it goes in off the crossbar. That's a dramatic.
I've had 2 in the space of 2 days now, so I'm being spoiled for crossbar goals. And then they got one straight after, didn't they?
They did, and it was Adam Patterson, the defender. He was up on the attack, and he finished quite well. Again, for a centre back, it was a good tidy finish, I think. I think Romsey played really well. I'm very impressed by the way they're set up, the wing backs. Taking nothing away from Yateley, I think they've tried very hard to penetrate to get Seaman in a few times, but he's up against a very tidy defence and know what they're doing. They did have a handball shout, which I think possibly could have been a penalty if it was given. And
well, yeah, of course it would have been, because it would have been given.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I think it was a bit harshly not given.
No, don't be silly.
And then a shot straight at James Hardwood from 20 yards.
Oh, there's a chance. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it would be sensible in the summer. Game on! No, that's the general consensus of football.
Thousands, weren't they?
Didn't get a yellow for it.
It's in the box. Own personal trauma of being a goalkeeper and never being praised. 3-2 defeat today, but it definitely was a game of two halves, wasn't it?
Massively a game of two halves. I thought the first half we didn't play to any of our strengths really. I thought we were slow and very lethargic. We've had a pretty bad start to the season, I would say, with games being postponed and abandoned. Like games that we were winning called off at half time for floodlight failure, and so on. It's just been a bit stoppy-starty. We've still got players away. We're yet to field I would say our strongest 11. But it's encouraging. Second half's encouraging.
I was going to say, at 3-0 down, the boys showed real character to sort of come back out and get to 3-2 and pretty much dominate the whole of the second half, even with 10 men.
Yeah, I thought we dominated the second half, even with 10 men. I thought we was a lot stronger. We had a little change of shape, which I think kind of helped us a little bit. But yeah, I mean, disappointing not to get the 3 points. Another 10 minutes we might have got there.
Brilliant, thank you for your time.
No.
Andy, 3-2 winners today. I was just saying to the Yateley managers, it was a game of two halves, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, no, 100%.
They were all over them.
They were all over us second half, I'll give them that. But yeah, first half I think we played well. I don't think we played brilliantly, but we were a little bit more clinical in front of goal, which we haven't been in previous seasons. But maybe we should have scored, and come in maybe 4 or 5-0 up. We had, another 2 great chances. Harley was superb today. Good saves from their keeper, but yeah, definitely a game of two halves. But I just said to the boys, that yes, we're not going to play consistently well first half, second half. Sometimes you have to grind a result out, and the second half today we had our backs to the walls. Direct long throw-ins, corners, free kicks and everything. So we had to really defend for our lives and stuff, and we did that, and that's shown a side to us that we haven't had before. Ryan Long going back in there, coming on for the last half an hour shows the experience that we lack. And Pato and Ethan were superb. One, majority of headers in there. Mendy in midfield as well. So yeah, definitely a game of two halves. But the target was to come here and come away with a positive result. Obviously, 3 points is what we really wanted, and thankfully we hung on and got it.
So that's 2 wins on the bounce now. So that's a brilliant start to the season, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. But as I said on the radio show the other day, we haven't done anything really. It's 2 games. I think a couple of years ago, we started off really well and we finished mid-table. Last season we won our first couple of games, and look where we ended up. So we'll keep our feet firmly on the ground. It's brilliant to win, the opening 2 games. The boys are, getting to know each other even more so and building those relationships and partnerships. But if someone said at the start of the season you win your first 2 games, I'd of course take that. So.
And as you're the first team to visit here from the Wessex League, what are your views on the setup here and the team?
Really nice. And I said to their management team and some of the lads, I'm really pleased they're in this league in Wessex football. The setup's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of clubs that will come here and be jealous of what they've got here. But to have Yateley and Kintbury in with us now, 2 new grounds that we haven't experienced and been to over the last 7-8 years that I've been involved in management at Wessex football. It's really nice to come somewhere and experience new teams, new clubs, and they're going to cause a lot of problems. They're very direct. I think they've got 2 or 3 lads who can chuck the ball into the box, and it will cause problems. And but like I say, for us on the selfish side of it, 2 wins out of 2, I can't ask for any more.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Andy, for your time.
Yeah. Full-time score is, or was, Yateley United 2. Romsey Town 3. Classic football cliche, isn't it? That was a game of 2 halves.
Definitely.
Yateley pretty much dominated that half, then in terms of possession and chances. Romsey didn't really create anything, but they dug in well at the end, didn't they? And fair play to Yateley, they've really put on a good show, haven't they?
They did. You did fear the way the first half went, they could crumble.
Yeah.
But they did really well second half. They took the game to Romsey. They knew they had to get back in that game. A couple of free kicks into the box caused a lot of mayhem for the Romsey back for line. Well, and Callum Scott was on the end of both of those to make it 3-2.
Western crosses as well, and they've got some long throw merchants, and they're going to cause a lot of issues.
Yes, because they're big lads, because they're going to get out in the box and they're going to be physical.
Yeah.
And I think they played really well. They were quite unlucky not to get a draw. James Harwood's pulled off a save towards the end.
Well, the red card sort of killed the momentum a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it did a little bit, but they kept going with the 10 men. I thought they showed a lot of character actually second half to get back in that game.
Yeah, and I think on the scheme of things from my football head is that it's probably right to send him off because he was on a booking and he was provoking
it's a bit
aggression, wasn't he?
It was a bit of rush of blood to the head. Cause, I mean, if he's going to book Long for Romsey, he's going to book him as well, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. But fair play to Romsey because I think as the manager said, that's the kind of game they would have dropped points.
Yeah.
Last season, and this is the kind of place you'll come to, isn't it? I don't think many teams are going to get much here if Yateley, once they get their footing in the Wessex League and they play like they did second half. And I think this could be the difference for Romsey, isn't it? Coming to a place like this and picking up 3 points.
Oh yes, massive boost for them. Like Andy said and you just said, it might have been a game they dropped points last season, but they held on. And you're right, I think Yateley are going to cause a lot of problems for teams that come down here. They won't drop many points.
No, but just to say on Yateley, what a great first trip down here, isn't it?
Yes, nice,
brilliant facilities, great setup, nice people, good footballing team, aren't they?
As secretary, what does that role entail for the club?
Lots of stuff.
That's what most secretaries.
No, yeah, anything.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be in your way and you're having an interview.
Wow.